It's still best of one, so it's all on this, and gotta say that if PURRI manages to win this, it will definitely be an upset, and matr0x there. Spawn picks up the LG, and so the LG starts matr0x, and the typical red armor rocket spawn for PURRI. Will you rocket jump up? No. I sometimes like to rocket jump up, get the rail really quick, and then you get a shot onto the guy taking the yellow.
Yeah,
that's what I usually like to do, but
I feel like this time matr0x was so fast, he probably spawned very close to LG. PURRI knew it, so he probably decided to take it a bit slower. The problem he has now is position. Like, he has all the weapons, and yeah, this is the classic fight. And it's all about those rockets. If
they're really strong. Yeah. Really strong. Okay.
Wow, but the return damage was a lot, but still, yeah, of course.
Yeah, matr0x missed that last little stream of LG to finish it off and didn't get the red, so PURRI can at least be happy about that, because sometimes those rockets from the bridge, like sometimes that one connects you, and it's like,
yeah,
after that it's too easy for them, and they can do loads of damage, and it's really hard. So he can be happy that he at least stole away the red, because this means that after the pickups of the yellow, that he might be able to do something sneaky here.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see where PURRI is. PURRI is basically hiding and just waiting for the yellow.
Okay, that was close. Taking a rail there would have been crippling.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's at the...
Oh, a grenade hit him. Amazing.
Yeah, he's at the time where if he can stack up again, maybe with one yellow, he could really challenge, or if he can just do some damage and without taking too much, this could really turn the situation in his favor and kind of allow him for challenging. And you know, I like what he's doing. I mean, it's not committing too much here. It could be a bit dangerous, and yes, in fact, actually, wow, this is horrible. It's a bit of a waste of time, I think. It's just like 2 minutes gone for that mistake of not being at the right position. So if you agree, I just want to switch again to PURRI. I just want to see, how the losing player is trying to get control back, especially in this map where...
Oh, the rockets! Amazing.
Yes.
That's crazy damage on those rockets. That means PURRI needs... This is one of those situations when to be aggressive, not to be aggressive. This is very much be aggressive. And he did even hit a rail, but he's unlucky that matr0x hit twice.
Yeah.
But he does still only have 35 health, and again, PURRI can keep applying the pressure. And there you go, matr0x too scared to jump onto the mega because he doesn't know where PURRI's going to be for sure. So that's a really nice situation for PURRI. And matr0x still has a lot of armor, and if he's got position here as well onto PURRI, you can see PURRI, it's going to be so hard for him to move up the stairs. matr0x has so many uses for rockets and LG, and there you go, now PURRI's stuck there in the middle of the open. matr0x tactically can be like, okay, I'll back away a little bit, move outside the range, switch to railgun. So many options for damage there for matr0x. So, but is it worth it? Because PURRI, he managed to get the red, and that's something that matr0x didn't have. So
yeah, but this mega, I mean, it feels like PURRI was a bit late with this. It took time for him to go and grab rail, and then, oh, this is turning horrible now for PURRI.
Yeah. Oh, this could be a decent fight though for PURRI. Did get some nice LG damage there, and 3 minutes 25 seconds on the clock, and it's 5-0. Definitely PURRI, off of those rockets, wasn't able to really turn the situation around into his favor, which is really unfortunate. And sometimes there are those luck elements, the spawn that he got, and so on and so forth. And that's a shame because he might not get many other chances back into this against someone of the caliber of matr0x, but we'll see. matr0x is running around with the biggest stack he's had in this game so far. So at this point, it's looking worse than it ever has for PURRI, and there you go, matr0x just downing him there as PURRI sticks his neck out, feeling that pressure to deal damage. Oh, PURRI trying the rockets again. Oh my goodness, I was almost expecting that to hit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a pity. PURRI should have stuck to that kind of rail game where he was safely trying to hit, but then he exposed himself too much. And I think at this moment he was just somehow running the clock down in the bad way. Meaning, he knows that the game is just so hard for him to win again, and he's trying to, possibly have a good situation at a certain point. But it really looks very, very hard. Although we are only for 5 minutes in the game.
Yeah, it's somewhat expected on this map, but I hope that there's some situations early on. You remember the situation where matr0x took that bad grenade?
Yeah.
That was a situation to me where if Madball was watching the game, like he can see how matr0x in the position of control tried the pressure, because what matr0x did there was Madball didn't try. He didn't try any like intercept, like, because the other player is forced to deal damage to you, otherwise you get 200-200 when you're picking up big items.
Yeah.
So matr0x, counting on that fact, tries to make those interceptions, and that was something we didn't see very much from Madball. It's one of the reasons why Twister was able to run around for so long.
Yeah.
Is that Madball couldn't catch Twister by closing the distance in that way. So that's something that some people can learn by watching matr0x play here and run over PURRI. And now PURRI is so far behind that matr0x, there's no way someone of his level can lose the game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would require matr0x really.
Oh man, that's really funny.
Yeah, I guess PURRI is just having fun, but yeah, I mean, for a comeback here, it would really require matr0x not playing optimally, like just crashing at the wrong.
Yeah. And yep, PURRI is. It's one of those moments for like commentators. You're like, well, what do I say now? Because the game is over.
Yeah.
We know that. The players know that. The audience know that. So it's one of those the moments where it's like hard to talk much more about the game that's happening, but we can always talk about actually like the map and how it's played at least. And that was a really nice shot by matr0x there.
Yeah. So maybe we can talk about this thing about the initial spawns, right? We were talking a bit earlier. I wish that QUAKE would just slightly change how duel works and just have, for every map, carefully pick 2 special spawn points and always use those, like fixed. The effect of that would be that, first of all, you get balanced starts. Like, I don't know, in most of the situation, a map like this is balanced because one guy picks the red and the other picks the mega. But there are sometimes situations where you just get so screwed up because, both of people spawn near LG or something like that, and one of the 2 just picks everything. And it's just unfair in a sense. So the best would be to just have these 2 spawn points that are marked. And also what's interesting about it is that this would allow people to develop a lot of knowledge on the first minute play, even more than we can do now. Because you would have the standard routes that you can pick, you would have then the players expressing themselves and deciding, well, I'm gonna do something suboptimal because I know you don't think I will do it. And develop all these kind of mind games that partially is already there, but it's really diluted because we have so many different options in a sense.
Yep. Yeah, it basically, like, I think the key point about something like this is even less of an extent to make it so that on some maps, like you used the example of Furious Heights before, where sometimes you can get the ridiculous spawn where someone's just behind at the start, which is really unfair. But I think more importantly, the chance for accessibility or creation of more accessibility to the game is just paramount, and it's something that doesn't take away from the top level. In fact, it's something that, like we mentioned before, can improve the top level, because even players who are really quite good, like 2000 ELO and more, they may not necessarily be people that actually think about the game in a lot of ways, or have the best understanding of the theory. And when you have something that's so like the start spawns, you can watch like Kulip or Rafa, like some people who think about the game a lot, play the start spawns, and you're like, oh, this is like the standard, most optimal way to play this spawn to get the most out of it. You can have like this scripted amount of time, and you can backwards engineer the decision making to understand, oh, okay, that's the logic, and that's the logic that you can then apply to other situations, which then has a huge benefit on everyone. So yeah, I would love to see that. Hopefully, maybe if anyone gets to speak to you, Syncare or whatever, we can put.
I mean, it's one of those changes that can be done quite easily. It's not like re-engineering the game too much. It's just about selecting 2 spawns as initial ones, or maybe even add 2 special spawns that are used just for that. And then there will be help needed from the player to optimally position this too. And I really think this could bring a bit of refreshing, or actually avoid certain situations where a player is just treated unfairly by the, you know, a random number generator that
Yeah.
you know, sets him so badly.
I would love to see. I would love to see like one of the interesting things about games like StarCraft or the kind of RTS games is that concept of having a build or something like that for certain situations, and you're like, okay, you can write like all the pros and cons of this build, like what it does, and so on and so forth. You could do that on all the different potential starts, and that would be really interesting from just the perspective of documentation of the game and strategy of the game. Because as you said, like it's so diluted, and it's not even really worth talking about, because if you spawn in any one place, the optimal strategy always depends on you reading the situation perfectly by figuring out where your opponent spawned. And so it always changes, and it's really
and then it depends on the map, because sound works in a different way, and so you can or cannot hear the other opponent. So, but I think this would benefit a lot of people for training. I was training with Baxter, and he would say, you know, okay, let's play, and when you do the first mistake, we stop, and I tell you what the mistake was. And then, of course, our matches would always like 20 seconds, something like that. But then, you know, eventually that would get longer and longer. And in a sense, if you had like this base starting point of the game, you could kind of try to reach out and reach the 10 minutes level, in a sense, where you're ready.
It'd be quite awesome. So we're going to go to another break, guys. And when we come back, we'll have more awesome Quake live action. I just want to give a quick shout out to Razer, who've been sponsoring us. And if you want to see any of their awesome products, you can check them out in the FACEIT store on the website. So if you've got some points, enough points that you've accumulated already, I know that we haven't had the point system for long, but maybe someone has enough points from those tournament wins, you can go get a Razer peripheral in the store or something. So we'll see you guys for more Quake live action here from me and Memento after the break.